Well, hello and good morning, everybody. My name is Christian Thacker, and this will be my initial post as we talk about the need for theory in this week's discussion. So for this week, we were posed the question, why do counselors need theory? And we were asked to give 3 reasons why counselors need theory based on our readings for this week. So I've come up with 3 here, and I've also expanded upon them. So the first one is counselors need theory because it gives insight and understanding into human behavior or the human condition. Based on your own values, based on your beliefs, based on research, it kind of gives insight into what you believe about how humans behave and things like that. So that's the first reason we need theory. The second is theories are based on scientific evidence. They are tested, they are tried and true, and they've been used in therapy and been seen as effective. So an example of this could be cognitive behavioral therapy. And there's many forms of this. They've been expanded upon. So theories are not only foundational and established, but they've also been expanded upon, like cognitive behavioral therapy with like ACT therapy, acceptance and commitment. So they're foundational, but they've also been expanded upon, proven, and valid. And then the last reason that we need theory is because it helps us as counselors be effective in helping clients with their issues, depending on the presenting issues of the client, depending on what they're going through, whether it's emotional, social, or behavioral. Certain theories may work in certain situations, and certain theories may not. According to our readings, if we look at a psychoanalytical theory, this might not be the best for someone that has faulty thinking or cognition problems, CBT. Yep, CBT might be the best if there's irregular patterns in thought, because psychoanalytic theory focuses on sexual or aggressive or unconscious behaviors, whereas CBT focuses on thoughts and thinking, which feeds into behaviors and stuff like that, core beliefs and things of that nature. You could also look at person-centered therapy as a non-directive form of therapy. It's really client-led, and the therapist is there just to really provide unconditional positive regard and things of that nature. And for someone that's looking to have a problem solved, or a client wishing to really have a problem solved, this might not be the best. So really, theory gives us as counselors a way into how to best approach certain situations. So these are some 3 reasons. Overall, theory is kind of, I like to see it as directions, either directions or a framework or a map, a roadmap onto how counselors can effectively treat and deal with the issues that their clients face. Like I said before, there must be truth and validity in theory. It must be tested, tried, and true. And it has to be effective in its application. It has to yield results that are beneficial to the well-being of the client. Also, depending on your theoretical orientation, it kind of defines, in some aspects, the role of the counselor. Like I said, with person-centered, the counselor gives total positive regard and will just allow the clients to take lead, whereas some other forms of therapy are more action-oriented. So sometimes theory can also define what the counselor does. Obviously, the counselor, across all theories, there's a bit of overlap on what the role of the counselor is, but some are more action-oriented than others, what kind of gives more definition to the role of the counselor. So, also, according to Corey in our readings, I think this was interesting that theory puts emphasis on different facets. So when we're working in counseling, we're either looking at the thinking, feeling, or doing of the client. And depending on the theory or your theoretical orientation, you are focusing on one of these 3. CBT might be focused on the doing, and then psychoanalytic or the person-centered might be focused on the feeling. Corey talks about, once you're more advanced, incorporating many to be effective in treatment. So this is just some thoughts on the three reasons why we as counselors need theory in our practices.